Okay, so today I'm going to start showing you guys how best you can apply your foundation. And in today's tutorial, I'll be using the Coppelia color. The Coppelia color in number 6, that's the pecan shade. That's my shade right here. Okay, so like I said in our last tutorial, that for you to know which foundation suits you, you don't test your foundation pamawoko, but you test your foundation on your jawline. So this is my shade. But before I apply my pecan foundation, I'm going to apply my honey BB cream, this color fan. So I'm going to use this as my primer. What is important of using this first before I apply my foundation? Like I said, it makes your makeup last longer because the foundation will have somewhere to sit under it. So it won't be like if you apply it direct per skin, usina apply a primer. Saka, it's very important that you apply your BB cream. So I'm going to apply my BB cream now. This BB cream looks a little bit lighter than my skin shade, but don't worry about it. Once we start blending it, it will blend well with my skin. Now going in with my beauty blender. This is one of the best makeup tool that you can use to apply your foundation. So just make sure that your beauty blender really damp. When you are using your beauty blender, make sure that unori isamvura, so that kana waisamvura oshina, and it so that aurishandise really dry, because if you use it really dry, it tends to absorb your makeup product. Let's say you apply your foundation, that means it tends to absorb the foundation more. So make sure that your beauty blender is really done. Okay, so now ndakuzora foundation yangu. I'm going to give it a good shake. Every foundation you apply, make sure that before you apply it, you shake it so that inonasosangana zvakanaka before you apply it. So this is the amount you can see that I'm going to apply on my face. So taking my foundation with my beauty blender now, I'm going to apply all over my skin. Why today did I start with my foundation? To me, it's actually faster and easier to nditangene foundation yangu. Can you see how well the foundation is really blending? It's really sitting on my skin, and so effortless and so flawless. Look at that. So make sure when you're applying foundation, I will apply one at the same time and build it gradually. My places where you want more coverage, you apply your first layer and then you go on the second application, building your foundation and blending, and also make sure that you blend Well, as you can see, I haven't been applying the foundation with hairline, but the foundation enters the blender towards my hairline. Right now I'm satisfied with the coverage. I recall someone was asking what happened pandino apply foundation yangu pachisara a demarcation. The thing is, if you don't blend your foundation properly, because right now, as you can see, I'm taking my foundation and I'm blending it well, and my chin area, taking it down to my neck a little bit. You can actually leave this area, you don't even have to put any product. Because also that should be saying it's a foundation. So when you are done, make sure that you really blend in your foundation. Okay, so now that I am done with my foundation, I'm going to now show you guys how to set your foundation. So setting your foundation is a process that is really important when you're doing your makeup, because during the day when you'll be running around doing some errands, ukatsva ukasweta ukaita sei auzoda foundation yako kuti inge yakumuvha or yakutonge yakubva and etc. So you really need to make sure that you set your foundation. And setting your foundation, ndopatinopinda our loose powder Coppelia. Your loose powder Coppelia. Okay, so the shade that I'm going to use is the dark shade. That's the one that I'm going to be using. This powder comes in with an application sponge. So I'm going to show you guys how to set your foundation. Okay, setting your foundation, I won't go to a brush. You don't just grab your powder brush, go dye and etc. Unless maybe it's during winter or you don't have an oily skin. For people with oily skin, this is how you set your foundation, and make sure that you really block those oil pores. I'm dabbing it in. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I am actually pressing in especially on the areas that I know are oily a lot. Don't worry about this super matte effect. Do basalefa loose powder. Now going in with my makeup brush and just remove the excess powder. Okay, now that I'm done, I've set my foundation and my skin looks flawless. I have covered all the areas that oil on my skin. I have set my foundation. Now I'm going to move to my brows. So I'm just going to quickly do my brows off the camera and I'll be back.